Now it is. From Covenant Christian Academy's field, Southland Field, we'll have the anthem here in just a second. All right, let's rock and roll. We've got the Tarpons and the Lions who will be doing battle any second now. We'll have some warm-up tosses from Owen Trosclair, the Covenant Christian Academy pitcher. Tarpons will send Sanamo, Pearson, Curall. Our injury report brought to you by Thibodeau Regional. The Tarpons are mostly injury-free, but Galicia is out of the lineup because of the travel issue. Let's rock and roll. Sanamo standing in. He's been one of the more consistent Tarpon hitters this season. This first pitch is brought to you by State Bank. Every mound visit and pitch and change brought to you by 3T Oil, home of the drive-through oil change. The first pitch is low. Want to know that pitch brought to you by State Bank. Not only was it low, it was not close.
Yeah, it was not close at all.
1-0. There's a strike, and it's 1-1. Sanamo is in line to pitch at some point this week. We don't know when Mother Nature is going to allow that to happen. The 1-1 is a strike, 1-2. Jacob Pierce is on deck for Big Blue and their road blues with the silver trim. Wide, 2-2. CCA is in the home maroon with the white and gray trim.
That was a good spot by Troskler. Almost had Sanamo chasing it on the zone.
It's chopped foul. So we got to preface just for our radio listeners. Everything to our right, first base right, we can't see it all. So if we say there's a fly ball and we give you kind of a delayed call, it's because we can't see. So we will do the best we can. Truck says he's got it covered.
Got it.
And we've got a spotter here. The 2-2. Hit on the left side. Glove by the third baseman's got to make a throw. And it's in time for the out. One away.
Just kind of looking at the reaction of the dugout to see if he'd be safe or out.
Yep. CCA was happy and South Lafourche wasn't. That's usually a good clue. Pierce will stand in. And he sees a ball low, 1-0. The Lions are in the top 10 in Division 4 select. Swing and a miss, 1-1. And boy, they have played a brutal schedule. They have faced nothing but 4A and 5A foes all year. The 1-1. Foul tip into the screen. One thing to notice here, there's a lot of foul ground behind home plate. More so than in other parks. If you pop it up, catcher's got a lot of room to go and try to make a play. See if that helps a pitcher get an out or two. The 1-2. Hit on the left side. Glove by the third baseman's got to make a quick throw. And I think they made the play. Tarpons are going to discuss this. No, we have an injury.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened at all.
Pierce is a little shaken up. We didn't see it at all. Looks like he maybe hit the bag wrong.
Board has 2 outs.
You know what? I'll just call this one standing up. Looks like Pierce is okay. Maybe stumbled over the bag. Now Jacob Curall will stand in. Jacob has been excellent this season. Coach True talking to Coach Buck and Coach Chandler. They're going to make sure Jacob's okay. Now a quick mound visit. Oh, nope, not a mound visit. Kind of a half of a mound visit.
Well, you see, he came check on the athlete, great. But if he instructs his pitcher at all, if he spoke to it, that should be a mound visit.
And he kind of was messing with the mound a little bit.
Should have been.
The pitch is low, 1-0. Curall. That's also a veteran coach knowing how to maybe steal a half of a mound visit. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Not sure what you tell your pitcher this early in the game. You got the first 2 guys out.
Keep making him hit it to the third baseman.
Keep doing it.
The 1-1. Chopped to the third baseman. Foul.
Oh, that was close.
And that would have been an infield single. That was way too deep in the hole. No way they would have thrown him out.
Yeah, we've seen the third baseman from Covenant Christian in the JV game make a couple of outstanding plays.
Going to have to do a lot of hard work, Will Mason Dudek, to outdo that young man. But you're right. The third baseman in the JV game was incredible. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Trosclair delivers. Breaking pitch wide, 2-2. Lede is on deck for the Tarpons. He's been terrific. The 2-2. Got him.
Yeah.
Yep, that'll retire the side. Good call by Blue. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Lions. CCA will be batting in the home half of the first. We'll be back in 60 seconds. It's the Tarpon Sports Radio Network.
Yeah, we got some breaking news from the North Shore.
Oh, I know what this is.
Parker Colley got his yellow belt.
Yes. Way to go.
Excited young man. Great job, Parker.
That is awesome. Trosclair will stand in. The pitch from Buzigard. Hit foul on the left side, wide of the bag.
Trosclair was kind of sitting back on that one. I think that's the pitch he was looking for.
Curious to see the communication between the freshman catcher and the pitcher. Frame that one well for a strike, 0-2. I'll say this. We saw Mac warm up a couple games ago, and he caught for like a little bit of an inning. He's got it rocket.
Yes.
He could throw it. The 0-2. High, 1-2. Peyton Trosclair, the shortstop, trying to battle back from down 0-2. The 1-2 pitch hit up the middle. Gloved by Pierce, has to make a throw. And they got him. One away. So ground ball out for Buzigard, and there's one away.
Yeah, Pierce covers a lot of ground at shortstop. Makes another good play for the Tarpons.
Now Brennan Champagne will stand in. Looks like he's a lefty. Buzigard got a quick first out. See if he could stay hot. The pitch. Wide, 1-0. Field in good condition here at Southland Field. The 1-0 pitch. 2-0 outside.
So Tarpons are giving a little bit of room in left field. Johnson's playing a little to his right, to his left.
Playing the lefty to pull. 2-0. Inside, 3-0. On deck is JT Touton. He's one of the best hitters in the area. You would rather not have a runner on base for him. 3-0. We walked him on 4, so the first base runner of the game belongs to CCA.
JT Touton.
Now Little Joe will stand in. JT.
I don't know what's little about him.
Yeah, all right, he's a big boy. And if he gets the barrel on it, the ball's going to fly to where your truck's parked. But if he hits it on the ground, you got a chance to turn 2 also. Throw back and the runner's in safe. We got the answer on Saturday of the Tarpons' desire to throw back. That's called by the dugout. Pitch. He sees a strike, 0-1. And as big as JT Touton is, he's lost a bunch of weight. He used to be a little pudgy. He's big and strong now. Slender down. Throw back and the runner's in safe. The wind is blowing in today. We've not seen that, I don't think, all year, the wind blowing in. But it is blowing in. It's not going to help the home run hitters today. The 0-1. Low, 1-1.
Yeah, but we had some windy games.
Yes, we have. That last pitch, by the way, didn't miss by much.
No, just a little low.
Runner has a fair size lead. Not going. The 1-1's hit high in the air. The park should hold it. And Kale wants it. He's got it. Oh, he dropped it. Now he's got to get to the second base bag, and he does not. The Tarpons just clean dropped the fly ball. That'll be an error on the center fielder. And, ooh, that's not a good defensive start to the game. The only thing I'll say is, boy, if you look that direction, he is fighting the sun, but that's one that you got to make.
Yeah, he moved over to his right just a little, but that's, you got to make those catches.
Yep, no doubt. Trosclair will stand in, chance to help himself. The third straight lefty in the lineup for the Lions. Got a big old lead at second for a pitch that's low, 1-0. Field for Buzigard. He should have a runner at first with 2 outs. Now he's in a bit of a pickle. The 1-0. Hit hard, through for a base hit. The runner being waved around. CCA has taken a 1-0 lead on an RBI base hit. And the Lions are on the board. And the air really bites you. They go station to station, so it'll be runners at first and second again.
Yeah, Tarpons didn't cut the relay throw home to home, but the runner did not advance from second to third.
Which is probably a mistake. Yeah, they probably should have tried to steal the extra base as Abear will stand in. Mason's got to settle down here. Pitch. I don't know where that missed. Maybe a touch outside 1-0.
It's got to be outside.
One across, 2 aboard, 1 out. The Lions trying to put a crooked number in the home half of the first. The 1-0 is low, 2-0. CCA has done something here, or I guess I should say Terrebonne Parish Government has done something here, and I'll tell you after the 2-0, which is a strike on the inside corner, 2-1, and a pitch that might have, for my dollar, been the worst one to be at bat. 2 balls and 1 strike, and I'll tell you my story about the field here after this one. Pitch. High, 3-1. So they adopted kind of what Assumption has, where the home plate area is turf. And you mentioned it when we saw it at Assumption. I think pretty soon everybody's going to have that.
I think so. I don't know the cost, but it's definitely a lot cheaper than turf in the entire infield. But it would be a start. You know, Assumption did it right. They got a sponsor's name right on the turf that sponsored it. So I'm sure we'll be seeing some of this in the near future.
By the way, Mac went and talked to Buzigard. That mound visit is brought to you by 3T Oil, home of the drive-through oil change. A hitter's count for Carson Abear. Likely to get a heater. Pitch. It's actually a breaking pitch, a changeup it looked like, and he missed, and the bases are loaded. It's a tight zone in the early stages. Coach Bucky's going to go talk to Mason. This is a mound visit, again, brought to you by 3T Oil. Partner, the Tarpons in some trouble early. The bases are loaded. A Richard will stand in. You desperately need a pop-up, a strikeout, or a ground ball in the infield here.
Yeah, and you hate to use mound visit this early, but you got to do what you got to do. We got to you can't fall behind these hitters and put yourself in a more pressure situations where you have to come across and throw a strike.
And look, I know that there's a lot of baseball this week, but if you lose today, you're hurting. So I think the Tarpons, it might be a kind of a quick hook if Guard don't get right here.
Yeah, look, you got to go all out. You got to win. There's no.
If you don't win today, tomorrow don't matter.
That's right, saving this guy for tomorrow. You got to take each game day by day and win each game at whatever cost you need.
There's still only one run across. You can maybe get a double play, get out of it. Maybe just allow one more, 2-0. You can work your way back into the ball game. Richard will stand in after the short little mound visit. If Coach Buck could have gotten him settled down. There's a force at every base.
Well, I'm Richard. I'm jumping on this first one.
You figure you're getting heater, right? But it better be good because he's walked 2 guys in the inning. You don't want to give him anything chasing one. The pitch. He hits it hard. Tarpons are chasing down and right. Angelette makes the catch. The runner coming home. And it'll be an RBI sacrifice fly. It is 2-0. But the Tarpons do get an out. Coach Gitros is not happy with the way the Tarpons fielded that. I think they were maybe trying to hit a cutoff. Or maybe throw to third instead of home. Dupree will stand in.
Yeah, from our vantage point, I couldn't exactly see. I know Coach Gitros was not very happy.
That last run is an unearned run. Now Dupree will stand in. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Tarpons have to wake up here. The pitch. Runner goes. It is inside. Mack will put it in his pocket. They had a huge jump. So now a base hit could score 2 for the Lions. This is a big spot. Difference between a 2-run game and a 4-run game is huge. The 1-0. Low. 2-0. On deck is Nate Loop. Guard's pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-1.
Yeah, Dupree was behind.
Let's go.
Big pitch here. You don't want to go 3-1.
Nope. Good. And he will. It's a smidge low, 3-1.
Look, I think he's consistent. It's low. You can see Mac raising his glove up, trying to frame it.
3-1. Hit foul behind everything, and it'll be full.
Hey, get back to the dugout. Let's go.
Gitros urging his guys to get back in there. Still plenty of game left if you could stop it at 2-0. A base hit here for the Lions could do some big damage with 2 in scoring position.
Breaking ball.
The full count delivery. Comes with the heater, popped up. Will the Park hold it? Mack chasing it down near the fence, and he makes a nice play to retire the side. Remember we told you about that extra foul ground here? What made a difference there? It allowed the Tarpons to get out of the inning. 2 runs for CCA. The error was a big factor in the inning, but a couple of walks didn't help as well. It's 2-0 Lions. peak. The lefty batter, Lede, will stand in. The first pitch of the second inning is low, 1-0. Thought you were hearing some barking. If that one would have been a strike, that would have been crazy. The 1-0. Wide, 2-0. A walk would be welcome. And we're one pitch away from that. It's 3-0. I think this will be the red light special here. I think he'll be seeing a pitch. He is, and it's a 4-pitch walk. So the Tarpons have a little something brewing. First base runner of the game. Trosclair had an RBI hit in the last inning, ran the bases for himself, which I thought was odd. First pitch now to Kale. Low, 5 in a row. And time will be called, and we'll have a 3T mound visit from the CCA side now. By the way, our first baseman for the Lions is number 22. Remember we told you we didn't know who he was because he wasn't listed on the lineup sheet? That's 22. I'll tell you the name in just a second. Get out the lineup card. That is... Oh, it's an error in their lineup card because I've got 22 as their left fielder, Brendan Champagne. So now we got to figure out who the doggone left fielder is, Chief.
Left fielder?
Yep. Pitch is wide, 2-1.
Yeah, we have their lineup. What you have left field? Brandon Fitch.
Brandon Fitch is the left fielder. There we go. Shows bunt, pulls back, and it is wide, 3-0. 7 straight out of the zone.
Left field, yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for Brian Shaston.
Shows bunt, and he walked him on 4. Look, these pitchers are not missing by much, but the Tarpons weren't getting the calls, and neither are the Lions. And now Camden Berg will stand in. Partner, you got some time? Because with a tight zone like this, we might be here a while. Berg will stand in. Low, no doubt about that one. The runners will advance on a wild pitch. And now the Tarpons are really cooking with grease on what was ball 9 of the inning. You can hear Joe screaming over the plate.
Well, his assistant coach came out and got on their pitcher for not covering the plate on a pass ball.
A 1-0. Wide, 2-0. That is the 10th straight ball of the inning. We didn't see this coming at all. Trosclair was throwing nothing but strikes in the first inning. 2 balls and no strikes. It is a strike.
Oh.
It's 2-1.
That looked a little high.
Think up is where you're going to get the call today. 2-1. Hit hard to left. And caught by the left fielder, and the Tarpons did not tag. That is a mistake out there on third base. Well, yeah, it looked like it was going to be a base hit, but whether it is or it isn't, if you got to tag up.
Well, left fielder was coming up. It would have been a close play.
Boozy Guard will now stand in. There's a strike 0-1. But, sticking to the positive, that's another ball hit on the barrel by Berg. That one was laced. Trosclair steps off. 2 aboard, 1 out. The Tarpons trying to erase a 2-run deficit. Trosclair struggled to throw strikes this inning. That's hit in the air. That should score a run. The left fielder will make the catch. Now the Tarpons tag, and it will be 2-1 on an RBI sacrifice fly. So the Tarpons get one of the runs back. Now Brock Johnson will stand in.
Tarpons continue to make people pay. You make mistakes against them, they make you pay for it.
And the inning's not over yet. Brock Johnson will stand in. Sees a strike. Boy, good job from Trosclair. He had thrown 10 straight balls, and now he has found the zone again. Pitch. Breaking pitch. There's a strike, and it's 0-2. Very late call. The scoreboard has 1-1, but I think the first pitch was a strike, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so. The pitch. High, and it's 1-2. Truck says 2-2. Brock Johnson trying to deliver a knock. He did not go around. No, he did not. That is wide and low, and now it's full. On deck is Josh Mack. He's been swinging it well. Would love to get an opportunity. The full count delivery. Breaking pitch hit in the air to center. That's dropping. That could be trouble. That is a hit. The Tarpons are going to tie the game on an RBI base hit from Brock Johnson. The center fielder, Luke, made a diving effort and it hit the fingertips of his glove. And the Tarpons have battled back and have tied it up. And that's just what this team has done in the last couple of weeks, shown resiliency, man.
Yeah, you look at Coach Joe Tutone, he's not very happy.
Well, the freebies cost him. Now you got to face Mack. We'll see one wide, 1-0. A lot of the umpires in our association give you a little bit on the outside. This fella here is not. So the pitcher's going to have to adjust to that. That's low, 2-0.
And he's not being fooled by the catchers framing the ball.
Yeah. Mack ahead in the count. There's a strike right down the middle, 2-1. On deck is Luke Sanamo. Two balls and one strike. That's hit hard on the right side. The second baseman makes the play, makes the throw, and that'll retire the side. So a put out. Let's see. That would be Abear getting it to Champagne and the retired side. But the Tarpons get two, and we are going to the home half of the second inning. It's 2-2 on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Fighting some technical issues. We'll make it work. The 1-0. High, 2-0.
Well, there's one wild. This is very loose.
Yeah. Buzigard was in the windup. Now he's in the stretch after 2 balls way out of the zone. In the stretch, he delivers another ball out of the zone. 3-0. You just got 2 of them. Boy, you don't want to be walking, and especially with the 8-hole. And it's a 4-pitch walk.
Tarpon fans behind the plate are not very happy with that call.
Look, I will say this. He's not giving the outside corner to anybody, but every single umpire in this association does. So I could see where it would be a struggle for the pitchers today.
Well, yeah, you have to adjust.
Yep, you got to adjust. This is a bunting situation. Runner at first, no out there, 9-hole hitter. Buzigard throws back in the runner safe.
Even more. +3. In the grass. Be sure of an out.
3 walks in the game for Buzigard. Throw back, and he's in safe.
JP.
Dudek, the third baseman.
You got to be able to get here, all right?
Hero in on the grass. He's not bunting, and he's seeing a strike 0-1. I'm a little surprised their 9-hole wasn't showing it there.
They still will do it.
Shows that they have some confidence in him. They're still on the grass. Now he's showing it. They throw back, and he's in safe.
Hey, Jacob, don't come sprinting till you see it down. Watch for this. Watch flag. Reed Haynes, be an athlete.
He's showing it. The 0-1. He's pulling back and seeing a pitch just a touch high, 1-1.
When he's squaring, I don't think he's bunting. Watch his stance, how high he is.
It'll be hard for him to get it down.
Yeah, that is.
He's showing it again. He bunts it down the third baseline, foul.
Good. Here we go. Gotta get ahead, Nate.
Look, you and I both were saying the technique was maybe a little shaky. I don't know if they're going to ask him to do it 2 strikes.
But actually, that was a pretty good bunt. It was. Yeah. It hit something, and it darted foul.
On deck is the top of the order, Peyton Trosclair. Led off the game with a ground ball out to Pierce. Oh, he's showing it again. Throw back, and he's in safe.
Hey, we'll do it with 2. All right, deal, Larry?
So with the 9-hole and 2 strikes, they looks like they're going to try to bunt it again. Let's see. He pulls back, and he nearly struck out, but just missed. It's 2-2. Wow. Oh, he's showing it again. He just pulled back. I don't think he's going to be bunting, but we'll see. He pulls back again, and it's high, 3-2. You don't want to walk Dudek, because then you got to face the top of their order with 2 guys aboard. You know what today is? A good day to be a hitter, because they've got to come over the plate today. That one's chopped on the right side, gloved by Lede. He bobbles it, gets it to the bag, and a great job fielding his position by Mason Buzigard that time. He didn't assume that the routine play would be made, and he got to the bag just as you're coached to do, and there's 1 away. Fielder's charge ground out. Now Trosclair will stand in with 1 out.
That was a long good bat.
This is going to be a long game. We're already in the 40-minute mark and only in the home half of the second. Blowout. The leadoff batter.
Trosclair hit it hard last time at bat.
They did. Buzigard's pitch. Hit in the air to the right. We can't tell. It's a foul ball. Anything to the right, we just simply can't see it where we're positioned. But it is a foul ball. From what I understand, looking at it, the Tarpons had him shaded a little bit towards right center, so if that one would drop fair, could have been big trouble. But it's a loud and annoying strike. The pitch. Hit on the left side and gloved by Pierce. He won't have a play, but he did an excellent job keeping it out of the outfield. It'll be an infield single for CCA. Now Champagne will stand in with runners at the corners.
Yeah, Pierce was caught. He fielded the ball when he saw the runner going from second and third right in front of him. Was going to try and get the guy out at third. But Curo obviously was playing up, wasn't on the bag, and did well not throwing it because there's no chance of getting the runner once you hesitated.
Champagne walked his last time up.
Here we go, we good?
It is 2-2, but the Lions are threatening in the home half of the second inning. Guard will try the old fake to third, go to first. Doesn't make a throw.
I've never seen that work.
Never. And now in the pros, you can't even do it anymore. Throw to first. And the runner's in safe.
Gotta be careful. I'll pick off at Tim. The pitcher's fired that ball to first.
Champagne, the lefty, they got a lot of lefties. He's showing bunt. I don't buy it for a second, but they will throw back to first again.
Hey, we're cover two. We're cover two if they do it.
Coach Beecher has given his calls to his defense in case they do bunt it. I don't think they're bunting their two-hole here. Maybe I'm wrong. Pulls back, the runner takes off, and that's how they'll get their bunt. They'll just steal the bag.
Yeah, I think he was bunting, taking a pitch, just trying to disrupt the catcher. Look, knowing you got a freshman catcher behind the plate, try and throw a lot of things in front of him.
CCA is applying a lot of pressure as that one's fouled into the top of the screen, 1-1. This is a 1A school, but boy, they've got talent like a 5A school over here. One ball and one strike. Buzigor delivers. High, 2-1. A long half inning. No runs have scored yet. The Tarpons are trying to get out of a jam. The pitch in the dirt, good block by Mack, but it is a ball. Now it'll be a hitter's count 3-1. And you don't want to face JT with the bases loaded. He's on deck. Three balls and one strike. That's wide, and the bases are loaded after another walk. Mack will go and talk to Buzigard. Buzigard just not throwing enough strikes. That's the fourth walk in the 11 batters that he's faced. I mean, they're just not going to do it. Two-tone will stand in. He hit a lazy fly ball to center that Kale couldn't get the glove on. Well, got the glove on, couldn't get the squeeze on.
Mason, you going forward.
So a fly ball to the outfield, get a run for the Lions.
Coach Joe just told his son, hey, you're the right man in the right spot. See if he can come through. The pitch is high, 1-0. It's not going to matter if the Tarpons don't throw strikes. Tarpons are sending some activity to the bullpen. We'll tell you who that is after the 1-0, which is a strike, 1-1. Austin Curall is heading down to the bullpen to go get loose. Big at bat in the early stages. A good hitter trying to do some damage. Buzigard trying to throw strikes. The 1-1 inside corner for a strike, 1-2. Strikeout would be quite nice if you're a Tarpon fan here. One ball and two strikes. The windup in the pitch. Hit in the air to the left. That's tailing and dropping foul. He jammed him in on the hands, but he was strong enough to muscle it foul.
Let Rod get back. We go.
Brock Johnson will get back into his position. Buzigard has the baseball. Ready to roll with another 1-2. Got him! A big strikeout. Got him to chase in the dirt. JT said he foul tipped it. The umpire disagreed, and I don't think he foul tipped it. Looked like he was way out in front.
Hey, great job. Let's finish.
Now Trosclair will stand in. He had an RBI base hit his last time up. Boy, if the Tarpons could get out of this, you know that visiting dugout is going to be full of energy with the bases loaded in the heart of their order.
JP, 6-0, more.
But you got to get one more hitter who happens to be a very good one. The pitch. High, 1-0.
Now you got to come back and retire Trosclair here. You don't want to, you strike out Tucson and you come back and give up a run here. That would be deflating.
The 1-0. Wide 2-0. Coach Guitros not happy with the call.
Yeah, wide.
(2-0). High 3-0. One pitch away from a freebie. And this has been Buzigard's night. Some good, some bad. And the bad has been he just hasn't thrown enough strikes. Can he battle all the way back? The 3-0. There's a strike. It's 3-1.
See how far he can hit it.
Now the 3-1. He walked him. It's a low, and it's a run for the Lions. The bases will stay loaded. That is the third walk of the inning. Just too much stuff for free. As Abear will stand in a 3-2 ball game. Abear walked in the first. And it's low, 1-0. You could tell they're taking a strike. He wasn't even offering at that one.
Look, the pitch is low. Look at Mac. He's framing it after.
Oh, yeah. The last few have been no doubt. They've been out of the zone. Now there's a strike right down the middle, 1-1.
Yeah, way to come back. Great job.
Look, if you could get out of it right here, only one that's come across. Your offense has shown they could get some knocks off Trosclair. The 1-1, that's way low. Good block by Mac, saving a run. That's the one critique I would say so far. Mac maybe isn't framing as well as Galicia would have, but he's blocking it well. He's doing a good job keeping that ball out of the backstop. The 2-1. Swing, gonna miss. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom 2.
You see the turf batter's box. It's coming up.
Hey, step off.
Mac can trip. He has to run out there. He can trip over that. Second base runner, Champagne, way off the bag.
Hero is making his warm-up tosses. The guy at second is in between second and third, and the Tarpons are flirting with throwing it down there. But Guitros now told his pitcher, don't worry about it, go get the batter. Boy, he's got a huge lead. Anything into the outfield, he's scoring. The pitch, fouled into the screen, and we'll do it over.
Yeah, you can see the Lions are trying to get that runner. Champagne at second, caught in a rundown and trying to get that run across, trying to sneak across another run. Tarpons are not going to be faded by it.
You know why not? Because they do it themselves. They know not to fall for it. They've done the same play this season. The 2-2. Hit on the left side. Pierce is going to have to make a throw. And he's safe. It's going to be an RBI infield single. I can't tell you where he was or he wasn't. We can't see. Coach Guitros is livid. There's no replay. The bases will stay loaded. It's 4-2. And now Richard will stand in. Coach Guitros is not happy with the strike zone. He wasn't happy with that call. He's going to have to be careful. He's a little frustrated. It is an infield single. It's now 4-2. Richard will stand in.
Yeah, we can't see it from here, so I have no No comment on it. At least they didn't appeal to the home plate umpire.
Right.
You know, I mean,
Richard had an RBI sac fly.
if Richard again jumped on his first one.
He's a lanky guy that sees a strike 0-1. Whichever team has a pitcher that gets hot first is going to be the team that's going to maybe run away with this one. There's been a bit of a struggle on the mound. Lots of walks and mistakes. The 0-1. Low, good. Blocked by Max, saving a run. We know Mac is tough. He played some varsity quarterback as a freshman and took some licks and kept on ticking. The 1-1. Hit a mile in the air. This should be routine. Who wants it? Pierce is calling him off, and that'll retire the side. CCA gets 2 on the board. Tarpons helped him out quite a bit. We're going to the third. It's 4-2 Lions. We'll be back in 60 seconds. This is the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Welcome back. It's 4-2. Lions lead the Tarpons here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Top of the order. Sanamo Pearson Curall will be batting against Trosclair. Trosclair had a really good first inning, fought his command in the second inning. The Tarpons touched him a little bit after a couple of early inning walks. We'll see what the third inning has to offer.
Yeah, Tarpons gave up 2 hits that last inning. 3 walks.
All right, that's a good. Yeah, you got to catch fly balls in the outfield. You got to throw it over the plate. The Tarpons have no one to blame but themselves.
Yeah, look,
for that they've allowed
5 walks, 1 error in the field.
Yep. This is a team that is number 6 in the state. You give them stuff for free, they're going to cash in. That's why they're number 6 in the state. Sanamo grounded out to third his first time up. The first pitch of the third inning will be coming from Owen Trosclair. Delivers a ball low, 1-0. It's a strike. It was a little 3/4 delivery. Kind of dropped down a little bit and delivered a strike. 1-1.
No, sir.
One's outside, 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike to Luke Sanamo. That one's hit in the air to right, and that's a single. It's actually in shallow right, and they threw it down to first, but Sanamo beat it out, and it is a single. Now Jacob Pierce will stand in. Pierce grounded out to the third baseman, also his first time up. Let's do that. They throw back, and Sanamo's in safe. Tarpons have shown an ability to keep coming as Pierce sees a strike, 0-1. lot of the home or the visiting umpires are not happy. The 0-1 shows bunt. He stabs at it. They'll throw back to first, but Sanimo's in safe. Ball actually gets into right field, but there will be no advance. But it'll be an 0-2 count now after he didn't get the bunt down. That one's hit up the middle and through. So a base hit from Pierce. It chased the shortstop into the outfield grass, and he didn't have a throw. The Tarpons will have 2 runners aboard. And now Curall will stand in. Look, that's the thing. You know, if you could just start getting them out, your offense is humming. They're swinging it well, and they're hot coming in. Just be a matter of.
The Tarpon hitters got the job done, but it wasn't very hard hit balls. But
that's okay.
It's base hits.
Step off. Curall struck out looking. Not often that you fool him. It means he's due to break out here. Pitch. Low, 1-0. Nice crowd here at Southland Field. The pitch. Hit hard. That's a base hit. The runners will all hold up. There'll be bases loaded and nobody out after a hard hit single from Jacob Curall.
And I think a good job by Coach Gidros holding the runner up. That ball was hit hard. Center fielder not playing very deep.
No outs and an offense that's swinging it. Yes, you let them decide it. Leday will stand in. He has been really good as of late. With the bases jacked. Wide, 1-0. Schroesler's fighting it on the mound. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. There's no one throwing for CCA. And look, one thing that we got to mention, we talk about the Tarpons' busy schedule as the 1-1. It's low 2-1. CCA has a game scheduled every single day this week. So for them to have enough pitching to get through the week, someone's going to have to go deep at some point. That one's hit hard on the right side, gloved by the second baseman. He'll try to get it to the second base bag, and it gets the lead out. But the Tarpons will score 1. They throw back behind him at third, and he's in safe. So there will be runners at the corners, and the Tarpons get an RBI fielder's choice ground out. It's 4-3. Now Kale will stand in.
Well, his vantage point is brutal.
Yeah. We're doing the best we can. It would be better if frankly, the Tarpon players wouldn't be blocking the view. But, I mean, they got to watch the game, too. Yeah. They're more important than we are. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Kale will stand in. He drew a walk his last time up. They do the fake the third, fake the first.
0 for 2.
0 for infinity.
Yeah.
Pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Kale had an error in the first. Boy, you know he would love to make up for that and just barrel something up somewhere. The 0-1 shows bunt, and he gets it down but foul, and it's 0-2 now. Don't think that was any type of squeeze. I think that was just trying to bunt for a hit. But now you're behind 0-2, and a strikeout would really help the line big. Not again. They fake the third, fake the first. No one moves. The 0-2. Slow breaking pitch blocked by the catcher, 1-2.
Catcher for the Lions, Richard.
Yeah, doing a good job.
Doing a
We've
good
seen
job.
two good defensive jobs with the catchers today. 1-2. Swing and a miss and a big second out for CCA. Trosclair gets the strikeout. But maybe the Tarpons swinging at the best is Camden Berg. He hit a missile
They'll
to
make
left.
a pitching change here.
And Joe doesn't want Camden to see Trosclair again, so they're making the call to the bullpen. We'll tell you what the changes are. Let's take a 60-second timeout with our 3T oil change, pitch and change timeout. It's the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Our apologies. They did not make a pitching change. It was just a mound visit. It's 0-1 to Berg. Trosclair's still out there, the 0-1. And he went around 0-2.
Boy, it sure looked like he was making a pitching change.
Yeah, I did. Like, it looked like he was taking the ball from him. They were just a very animated mound visit. It's 0-2 to Berg. Runners at the corners, 2 outs, 4-3 game. CCA in front. The pitch in the dirt off of the umpire. They're coming home. It's time. Pierce very aggressive on the bases. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. That time it worked out. The runner at first advances to second. Pierce charges home. That's a great dirt read, because that ball didn't get by the catcher much. Now base hit could give you the lead. A 1-2. Wide, 2-2.
Yeah, that pitch did not get very far away from the catcher, just enough that Pierce broke on it quick, and his mind was made up, and there was no hesitation.
The 2-2. Hit a mile in the air. Will the park hold this on the right side?
Nope.
Out of play. So Camden will earn another swing. The Day's running over at second. Anything into the outfield, he's got a really good chance. The 2-2. High, and it's full. Runner at second. Full count delivery. Breaking pitch. Got him, and that'll retire the side. He was out in front. But the Tarpons get the 2 runs back. It's a shootout. Not a great day to be a pitcher today. It's 4-4. Going to the bottom of the third is the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Dupree popped out to Mac. That ended the first inning. It's the bottom of the order. You just tied it up again. Boy, you would love to send this to the fourth. Still 4-4. Beauregard's still working out of the stretch. He's just not been comfortable. He's worked out of the stretch, the windup. He's trying to find something.
Great job.
There's a strike on one. Good start to the inning. The 0-1.
Yes, sir.
It's 0-2, so good start to the inning for Mason.
Go.
For CCA, this is a seeding game. You're trying to lock up, a top 4 seeds and buys. They're in. The Tarpons, you're fighting for your playoff life. The 0-2 is wide, 1-2. As we mentioned throughout the broadcast, there are games scheduled all week, but we just don't know what's going to be able to be played because of the weather. 1-2.
Good job.
Just missed a touch low, 2-2.
And
2 balls and 2 strikes. Dupree. That's a hit in the air and foul on the right side into the parking lot.
I'm just saying. And if other says the bond. Okay.
You know what we get on Thursday if you go and get that foul ball?
No.
A cool pop.
Raincoat.
That one's hit behind this foul. Heads up, and it'll stay 2-2.
here we go.
The right fielder, Dupree, battling. Beauregard looking for the out pitch. And he got him. There's one away. A delayed call. He got him, and there's one out. Can I tell you something? No one likes the strike zone. Neither team likes the strike zone right now, as Loop will stand in.
Hey, well done, 8-0.
That was a delayed call.
And it was a little up.
Good.
There's a strike on one. But, hey, look, he's not giving it to you outside or low. You got it. He's
hey.
giving it to you up today. The 0-1. Hit in the air. Foul on the right side. Heads up over there. Oh, it almost hit someone over there. But it falls to the turf. And it's 0-2. An early inning out for the Tarps. Let's see if they could get another. The 0-2. Oh, he just missed. 1-2.
Yeah, I think Kyle left. We have a chili cook-off contest.
I don't know why guys are talking
Two judges.
cuisine. That's okay.
We got 2 judges.
Beauregard delivers a 1-2. Swing and a miss. No doubt about that. And 2 quick outs. You're facing the bottom of the order, and you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do right here, getting some easy outs.
Yeah, Loop was way off balance on that at bat.
Now Dudek, fielder's choice ground out victim his first time up. Got to finish the inning now if you're Beauregard. You don't want to face the top again.
Good.
There's a strike 0-1. Isn't it crazy how much easier pitching is when you get the first pitch over for a strike? The 0-1. There's another. It's 0-2. 1 pitch away from a 1-2-3 inning, which I think would give some life to that Tarpon dugout. Coach Bucky delivering the call to Josh Mack, who will deliver the call to Beauregard. Beauregard got the one that he likes, and the 0-2. Low, blocked by Mack, 1-2.
Great pitch.
You could see back there why they're excited about Josh Mack. He blocks everything. He's been really good defensively today.
Yes, he has.
For a 14-year-old, that's pretty good work. The 1-2.
Yes, sir.
Got him. No doubt about it. On the tall side. Good pitch and a good defensive inning for the Tarps. We're going to the 4th. It's 4-4. The Tarpons will have a chance to try to take their first lead of the game. It's the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. And let's see if Trosclair could answer.
Yeah, back in the first, the Tarpons had a 1-2-3 inning at the plate. Now the Lions had a 1-2-3, so we shall see.
If it's the battle of the bottom of the orders, the Tarpons have got them beat so far. As the pitch to Buzigard is low, 1-0. I say that because Mason has an RBI sac fly. Brock Johnson has an RBI hit. No one at the bottom for CCA has a hit. As that's low, 2-0. Joe is angry. Asked where it missed. He was told low. The 2-0. There's a strike right down the middle, 2-1. The 2-1. 2-2 in the same spot that has been a ball early in that bat.
Mason kind of bent down right after he had helped the umpire on their call.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss, one away. But look, hey, gamesmanship. Joe asked him, wasn't ugly. Hey, where did it miss? And I think just that little communication might have got him one there. And that one strike pitch as Brock Johnson will stand in. Brock has an RBI base hit. And he sees a strike 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a strike, 0-2.
Ooh.
The pitchers are starting to heat up a little bit. The 0-2. Got him. There's 2 away. Got him looking. Now Josh Mack will stand in. CCA has someone throwing in the bullpen. It's a big old lefty. If we could get a number, we'll tell you who it is. As Max sees a strike. And the 0-1. Swing and a mid. Boy, these pitchers are starting to get warm now. The good inning from Buzigard, a good inning from Trosclair. A quick one so far. The 0-2. High, and it's 1-2.
Trosclair's working quick, too.
Pitch, swing, and a miss. And that'll retire the side. Both teams did what they had to do. Got the other team's top of the order, 1, 2, 3. We're going to the home half of the fourth. It's 4-4 on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Welcome back here to...
Your mic would help.
Yeah, if you're talking to the mic, it would work. Well, I did a whole 2 segments of radio not knowing which mic to talk into earlier today, so been a long day.
Man.
Yeah. Top of the order for CCA, Trosclair, Champagne, and Touton will stand in.
That's a great comeback. That's all you have to say.
Yeah. It is what it is sometimes.
Oh, boy.
Truck is preparing for the blizzard. What's going on here? I thought that you were bad with the cold.
He got his mask and all. Look, I got the mask.
Trosclair has grounded out to short and had an infield single to short.
Coach Bob Dewey saying he's going to hitchhike home. You want to ride home.
See if Buzigard could have a solid inning here. He's got to get out the top. Peyton Trostar will stand in. The pitch. Inside 1-0.
That chili they got him cold.
One interesting thing about Covenant Christian, I'll tell you after the 1-0, which is a strike. Most high school head coaches are the third base coach. Joe is not. Joe just coaches in the dugout. He trusts his staff. He's got a third base coach, handling it more like a college. 1-1. Good breaking pitch for a strike. 1-2. That was a good pitch from Buzigard. The 1-2. Buzigard working from the stretch. Popped up. Mac looking for the ball, and he cannot make the play. He was fighting the ball, fighting the umpire, fighting everything, and it falls foul. And it'll stay 1-2.
Yeah, I think he found it late and didn't have time to adjust to it, but good effort by Mac behind the plate.
A swing on the house for Trosclair. Mac never got a glove on it, so you can't give him an error. It's just a foul ball. The 1-2. Get on the left side. Tarpons might be able to pick up their catcher. Curall makes a throw. Got him. 1 away. So the Tarpons get a big first out. Now Brendan Champagne will stand in. Brendan Champagne is 0 for 0 because he has walked twice in the game. Get an opportunity here to maybe try to swing it with Buzigard throwing some more strikes. And Alan Q, he hits it to left. Chasing him back, twisting him around, and making the catch, Brock Johnson. It was not the cleanest route to the ball. He got turned around a couple of different times, but he still found it into the glove, which is all that matters, and there's 2 away.
That nice play by Johnson. Never gave up on the ball. Trying to adjust a few different times to it. Ended up making a nice play.
Now JT will stand in. He reached on an error and struck out. Big slugger, 23, sees a breaking pitch for a strike. But give Mason some credit. He has found something in the last 2 innings. He has been working quick, throwing strikes, and he has looked like the Mason Buzigard we've seen earlier in the season. That one's laced foul on the right side, 0-2. Had him in front of the off speed. Now do you come and try to blow him away with the high cheese? If you come with the cheddar, you'd better get up. The 0-2. Buzigard will step off. In the home half of the fourth, it's 4-4. Josh Mack now will go talk to him. Mound Visit brought to you by 3T Oil, home of the drive-through oil change. It's not an official Mound Visit. It's just a in-house Mound Visit. But then again, with the Mound Visit rules, you never know.
Yeah, Mac just wants to make sure that they get the right pitch called.
You don't want to make an 0-2 mistake to anyone, much less to this guy. The 0-2. Wide, 1-2.
Hey, we'll hit the whole field.
The lefty trying to start a 2-out rally for his team. Buzigard has pitched a good inning so far. The 1-2, low and in the dirt. Good block by Mac, 2-2. Buzigard delivers. In the dirt again, 3-2. Now something's got to give.
Hey, expecting hard contact here. Knock it down.
Trying to get him to chase. He hadn't bit. It's a full count. And he walked him. He had him 0-2 and he lost him. And the Lions will have a 2-out base runner. Trosclair will stand in. He has been a menace. He got an RBI hit and he's walked.
2 RBIs on the evening.
Yep.
win. Good hitter.
Another lefty. The pitch. Strike on one. No balls in one strike to Owen Trosclair. Breaking pitch bunted. That's bunting for a hit, and it's going to be a hit. Curol will just put it in his pocket. Beautifully placed bunt. The Tarpons didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say
Good. Play even.
they bunted at third base line. Curol was back.
So now Carson Hebert will stand in.
We'll have a pinch runner.
Body's right here.
They're running for JT. If he turns around, we'll try to get an ID on the runner. CCA trying to give themselves a better chance to score on a hit to the outfield.
$29.
That's Lally. Something tells me JT Two-Tone will re-enter.
Yeah.
Buzigard delivering to Hebert. Hit in the air a mile, but that's out of play on the right side. It's 0-1. Pretty nice sized crowd here. The 0-1 breaking pitch for a strike, 0-2.
Hero! Much you can. Jack, square up, knock
No
it
balls and 2 strikes, 2 aboard, 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th in a 4-4 game. The pitch. Pop, foul.
Are we good? Right here.
And over the food trailer, and it stays 0-2.
What does that do?
Buzigard looks at the runner, now to the plate. Hit in the air to right center. That's going to be trouble. 1 run will score. They bobble it out there, which will allow a second one to score. And a second outfield error of the game for the Tarpons, so the runner's out of third. The run counts. 2 runs will score, but an error in the outfield allows CCA to get 2 instead of 1. It's 6-4 Lions. We're going to the 5th. A 1 RBI base hit from Hebert, another scores on the air. Was the difference? It's the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. The top of the 5th inning, CCA leads 6-4. Top of the order for the Tarps, right, guys, to go on the rally. Sanamo, Pearson, Curol. Trosclair still throwing, and his last warm-up pitch went straight into the backstop. We'll see if that's an omen of things to come. It's a weird last half inning. You get 2 quick outs and then a walk and then an infield single, and just it all kind of snowballed.
Yeah, look, that big out at third, because that could have you'd allow Buzigard would have to pitch to another batter, get more pitches. I'm sure his pitch count is getting up there. That could have been big. They may even allow Buzzgard to finish the game for the Tarpons.
We'll see. Sanibel's grounded out to third and had a base hit to right. The first pitch of the 5th inning is low, 1-0. Took about 4 innings, but I've got his strike zone down pretty good now. The 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. One laced on the left. Gloved by the third baseman. Got to make a throw. And he's in there. Dudek had a little bobble, and that cost him. I don't know if he would have got him either way, but that little bobble had a hard time getting it out of his glove, and Sanibel gets an infield single. Now Jacob Pierce will stand in. Jacob had a big heads-up base running play that scored a run. Shows bunt, gets it down. It's a beauty. Be a clean sacrifice bunt. Tarpons get the extra 90 feet and give up the out. Now Curall will stand in.
Nice job of Jacob Pierce getting the bunt down.
Jacob Curall had a hard hit, base hit to left his last time up. Runner takes his lead. The pitch. Breaking pitch. Wide. 1-0. Trostar delivers. Another breaking pitch. That one's for a strike. 1-1. If you could sit on a high curveball, you could hit it very far. But he was not sitting on that one. He had to see it through. The 1-1. Foul. He was sitting on it that time. That's 1-2. Even waiting back on it, he was still way out in front.
See if they come back with that same type pitch.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Step off. It's a big step in the game right here. The 1-2 hit up the middle. It will hit the turf. Got to make a throw. And he beat it off the bag. So Tarpons will get another infield single. Runners at first and second. Curall just fisted that one out there.
Scoring down an arrow, threw him off the bag.
I couldn't see if he would have been safe or not, but the umpire said threw off the bag. So you're probably right. Lede will stand in. RBI fielder's choice ground out his last time up. CCA playing him the pull. Breaking pitch for a strike, 0-1. With a lefty throwing, I'm a little surprised it didn't go to him here, lefty-lefty matchup, but they're going to ride the starter. Which tells me that they want Trostar to go deep in this one. The 0-1. Hit in the air to the left. That's tailing away from the left fielder. Makes a nice running play for the second out. Good running catch out there by Fitch.
And I seen something fly up after the ball popped out of his glove.
Yeah, it was just a little turf, a little sod out there. Now 2 outs and 2-1 for Hayden Kale. He drew a walk and struck out. Big spot for Hayden. Pitcher will step off. Sanibel runs well. If you scored it through the infield, get it to the outfield, you think you'll get a run. Pitch is low, 1-0. I think the catcher, Richard, might have just cost his pitcher a strike by not catching that one clean. Shouldn't matter, but sometimes that does. The 1-0. Low, 2-0. A hot Camden Berg, who's swinging it well, is on deck. Tarpons would love to have him up with the bases loaded. 2-0. Strike 2-1. Joe does something, and I'll mention that after this 2-1. Slow 3-1. He is shuffling his infielders around after just about every pitch. They are shifting and adjusting, and the hitters count for Kale. The 3-1. He walked him, and the bases are loaded. And probably the biggest at-bat of the game for either team right here. You got a good hitter standing in. The bases are juiced. Team is down 2. Coach Kyle, they're playing shallow and left. That could be a big mistake if he gets the barrel on it. Breaking pitch is a strike on 1. We saw Camden hit it to the base of the fence at Ellender. He's certainly got the power.
He's been hitting it hard.
The 0-1. Breaking pitch low. Good block by the catcher. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. The bases are juiced in the top of the 5th. Tarpons down 2 runs. Slow curve. He chased it out of the zone. 1-2.
Yeah, Cannon, he's got to regroup right here. He's off balance right here.
3 straight breaking pitches. Now they're coming another. Good block by Richard, and it's 2-2. That one ricocheted in front of the plate and then off of his mask. Two balls and 2 strikes. Truskler's giving him all curves. Now a heater, and he got him, and that'll retire the side. The Tarpon fans don't like the call. They're saying, hey, you haven't given us the outside corner all game. CCA got it there. It's 6-4. Going to the home half of the 5th. We'll be back in 60 seconds. It's the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Been called all year. I think that's a strike. But based on how the game's been called tonight, I don't think it is.
Yeah, he called it one time on one of their big guys. It might have been Luke. No. It had to be Dudek or
Dudek,
Dupree back in the 3rd.
But I think that's why everybody's angry, because the zone is kind of switching around a little bit during the course of the game. There's a oh my goodness. 1-0 on that pitch that was the same spot as the one that ended the last half.
Blue.
Now that one's low, 2-0.
The only if it had called it outside.
Yeah, I don't know where that one is. I'm not gonna lie to you. Shows bunt, and there's a strike, 2-1. Sarcastic cheer from the Tarpon fans. Richard has an RBI sac fly and is grounded out to short. The 2-1. Low, 3-1. You do not want a leadoff walk when you're already down in the late stages. And there's a strike, 3-2.
I had a welder for 2 weeks.
Gonna come back and get him.
It's a real aluminum. I went to Dollar Food in the last 2 weeks.
Buzigard staring into the mitt of Mack. The pitch to Richard. Foul, fisted on the first base side. We'll do it over. So the field out here at Southland Field was not in good shape after Ida. The outfield fences got tore down. The press box got blown up, but it didn't take them long to get the thing back rolling. That one's hit hard on the left side. That's a hit. At least a hit. He's going to make a wide turn and head back to the bag, but it's a leadoff single for the Lions. 31 will be running. That is Lucas Lally.
Lions last time these 7, 8, 9 came up. It was all strikeouts. 2 looking.
See if Buzigard could go to work. But with a guy on base, let's see if they get creative and try to bunt and do some things. Pitch is high, 1-0. To the next batter, Zach Dupree popped up to Mack and struck out looking. He's 0 for 2. Lions now have a righty throw, and they had a lefty throw, and Buzigard will throw back. Curall was throwing for the Tarpons earlier in the game, but he has since sat down.
Pitch Sanimo sent the pitch count is 94. Both pitches at 94.
There's a strike. You know what that means, Coach? Somebody's going to have to go into their bullpen at some point. Won't see any complete games today.
Hey, Will Bunn here.
I'm a little surprised they're not showing Bunn here. He's not, and he's swinging away. Lazy fly ball to right, and the Tarpons hustle it down. They can. Kale makes the play, and there's one away.
Nah, look, where was the right fielder?
Yeah, Kale went a long way and tracked it down. Loop will stand in.
I would rather a right fielder coming up to make that catch than the center fielder coming all the way almost to right field.
Another strike from Buzigard. To Nate Loop, struck out and walked. He's 0 for 1. We're already in the bottom of the 5th. The game was dragging early. It's picked up the pace quite a bit. Tell you the plans for tomorrow in just a second, and we'll tell you why that could be up in the air as that's low. The Tarpons are scheduled to play Ellender, right? 6 o'clock at home. We're not confident that that game will get played at 6 o'clock. There's an outside chance maybe it'll be in the afternoon, so we'll just have to just touch and feel play by ear. The 1-1 hit hard and caught by the second baseman to the bag. It's a double play. Line out, Sanimo to Lede, and that'll retire the side. Tarpons got a little jolt of momentum. We're going to the 6th, down 2 runs. It's 6-4 on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. That's what I would do too. I don't know if that's what they'll do, as Buzigard will stand in. Buzigard has an RBI sac fly and a strikeout swing. His day on the mound is drawing near to its completion, as is Trosclair, who delivers a strike 0-1. The 0-1 chopped foul behind home plate, 0-2. Tarpons need a base runner. No time like the present. Trosclair's 0-2. In the dirt, good block, 1-2. But nothing has gotten by these two guys behind the plate today. It's been a good defensive day for the catchers. 1-2, wide, 2-2. Trosclair working out of the windup. The 2-2. Got him. And there's one away. The outside corner. Look, I'm going to say something that's going to make some Tarpon fans angry, but it is what it is. You got to adjust. They're not happy. He's giving you a little more of the outside as that's a strike. You got to adjust. Complaining about it, slamming your bat down, does you no good. You got to adjust. Brock Johnson will stand in. Inside, 1-1. Brock has an RBI hit and he struck out. The 1-1. There's a strike, 1-2. Trosclair giving you everything he's got. He's down to his last couple of pitches. The 1-2, swing and a miss, and there's 2 away. Now Josh Mack will stand in.
Yeah, it's you can't come in the batter's box frustrated.
Yeah,
no matter
it's too
what's
hard.
happening.
Baseball's too hard a game. The strike 0-1. Tarpons have struck out a lot today. The 0-1. Hit in the air behind this. No, off the post. And then ricocheting. 0-2. If that ball hits foul off the post, ricochets fair, it should be a hit.
Yeah. Okay.
For the Savannah Bananas, it would be.
Yeah.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck out the side. If that's the last we see of Trosclair, he emptied the tank beautifully. We're going to the home half of the 6th. It's 6-4 Lions on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Those are your substitutions.
Yeah, lately Pierce is either on or he's not. I think his last outing wasn't very long hit. I don't know if he hit a couple, walked
I was at Hanvo. I think he only threw like 7, 8 pitches. It was not the best. But we've seen other times where he comes in and is excellent.
Yes.
It's a 2-run game, 9-1-2 for the Lions. Dudek, Trosclair, and Champagne. And you figure you want to be down 2 when you're batting in the 7th. You don't want to be down 3, 4. You got to stop it right here.
Right. And if we don't allow any runs here, then we're going to see the top last time here in the 6th. If we let more people bat in the 6th, obviously, we're going to see their top again in the 7th if there is a bottom of 7th. And we definitely do not want to see that.
We're discussing the substitutions.
33 is pinch hitting.
33 is pinch hitting. DeHart will be pinch hitting for Dudek. Pierce will deliver the first pitch of the bottom of the 6th inning to a pinch hitter who sees one up 1-0.
Let's go.
It's the 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. Good pitch. Jacob's only a 10th grader, is he?
Yes.
He'll be back for the next several seasons. The 1-1. Just missed low, 2-1.
On Buzigard, 3 strikeouts, 6 walks, and allowed 6 hits.
2 balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss, 2-2. The sophomore delivering to the catcher. We're going to see that battery work together a lot. The 2-2. Got him. One away. Good pitch. And it's a big first out for the Tarpons. It's now the top of the order for CCA will stand in. Peyton Trosclair will stand in. He's grounded out to Shark, grounded out to third, and a base hit to Shark. Doing what you want your leadoff guy to do. Hitting it on the ground, go try to beat it out. Pierce with the ball in the mitt, now in the right hand. Pitch, shows bunt, gets it down. Pierce barehanded, makes a throw. And it got by the first baseman. They're heading to second. And it'll stop there. So now the Lions have a runner in scoring position.
I couldn't see the play if you give him a hit with an error.
Or either way, it's going to either be an error outright, a 2-base error, or an error on the throw for getting away. It's just a matter of whether or not we're feeling generous and giving him a hit or not. The Champagne will stand in.
Yeah, I couldn't see the bag. The low throw.
Our official score said it would be an error. The lefty, Champagne, stands in, and it's low, 1-0. Again, tomorrow on the schedule, it says Ellender 6 o'clock at Eddie Blanchard Field. I have my doubts about that. But we're going to try to get it in at some point during the day. Might be earlier than 6 o'clock. We'll play it by ear. The 1-0 hit hard. There's a base hit to center. And CCA is looking like they're going to add a run to their lead. Yes, they are. The Lions made a little base running mistake. They didn't hit the second on the throw home, but they do add a run to their lead. It's 7-4 on an RBI base hit from Champagne.
You know, it's easy to just move the game early. And there's so much logistics that you have to get involved in just moving the game.
Yeah, so, you got to get an umpire. You got to get an administrator. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
And especially late, like now, the day before, it'll be tough. Doable, but tough.
And we were looking at the weather. There's no sure bet that at noon tomorrow it's not going to still be raining. Pitch to Touton is a strike, 0-1. CCA now leads by 3 runs, 7-4. The Tarpons have got to stop the damage right now. Touton has had a quiet day, reached on an air walk and struck out. The 0-1.
Good pitch.
Low, I guess, 1-1.
Looking ahead, Tarpons top half of the 7th. 1, 2, 3.
Yep. Good guys. That's low. But it's got to be a realistic deficit. I think anything beyond this would be asking a lot. Because you're already asking a lot. Two balls and 1 strike to JT Touton. Wide, 3-1. On deck has been Owen Trostler, who you haven't retired yet today. RBI hit, walk, and an infield single.
And chances are we may be seeing a new pitcher in the 7th inning.
Yeah, I would think so. The 3-1. He's going. Swing and a miss. They throw down. And they didn't apply the tag. Mac delivered a good throw. Didn't apply the tag. So it'll be a full count. Boy, Mac showed the arm. That was a gun.
Yeah, looked like Curo was in front of the bag. Had no chance to tag the runner.
Full count offering now with the runner in scoring position. The pitch. Got him. Oh, my goodness. Coach Bucky and Coach Chandler not happy. I think that was strike 3. The umpire disagreed. There's runners at first and second.
Horrible.
You know where it missed.
Yeah, I don't know. It looked like it was down the middle and at the knees, as now Trostler will stand in. The pitch. Wide, 1-0.
Oh, you got to call fastballs all damn day. And you wonder why you just keep it hit.
The 1-0. Wide, 2-0. Here's got to settle down. He thought he had the crooked K. Mac will go and talk to Pierce.
I apologize.
Big spot. You got to figure out how to get out of this inning.
Rolling a great game, Luke.
Trostler will stand back in. It is a 2-0 count. The pitch. There's a strike, I think, and it's 2-1. A little delayed call. Runners at first and second with 1 out. 1 across in the inning so far. Pierce's pitch. Swung on and fouled, and it's 2-2. So good job by Pierce after the 3-team mound visit from Mac to come over the plate. At big Joe Touton Park at Southland Field here. Lions trying to get what would be a huge PowerPoint win. They get 6 points for playing up if they win. 35 points for the win. That would be a 40-plus point victory for CCA today if they could hold on. Two and two. A little meeting from catcher and pitcher again. Here's his pitch. He's out in front a little, popped it up. The outfielder's converging. Left fielder Johnson makes the play. And there's 2 away. So now Carson Abear will stand in. He has a 2 RBI single and an RBI hit, and I think we might be seeing a change. Let me see. Coach Guitros doesn't usually go out there unless if it's for the hook. But it doesn't look like it's a hook just yet, does it? Yeah, they're making a change, aren't they?
Sanimo taking off.
I think Sanimo's going to be asked to get this last out here. Yep, he's taking off the white sleeve. Yep, Sanimo's going to be asked to get this last out. Let's make a pitching change timeout brought to you by 3T Oil, home of the drive-through oil change. We'll tell you the defensive particulars in 60 seconds on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Brought to you by 3T Oil Change, home of the drive-through oil changes. Luke Sanimo. We think Luke's going to throw tomorrow if there's a game tomorrow. If he just throws 7, 8 pitches here, that won't affect that at all. He is now going to be pitching. Now playing third is going to be Curall, and back to short will be Pierce. Sanimo is on pretty much full rest. But the key is this has to be a short outing. This has to be, 4 or 5 pitches, get this last out, get out of here. As Abear will stand in. 3 RBI on the day for Carson Abear.
Coming through right here.
It's 7-4. CCA out in front of the bottom of the 6th inning. The Lions have led throughout. They struck first. Tarpons have tied them a couple times, but have never taken the lead. Sanimo made his warm-up tosses. He's been really good on the mound this season. The pitch is a strike, 0-1. Good pitch from Luke. Takes a look at the runner. Now the 0-1. High and inside, 1-1.
Key here, Sanimo's got to stay ahead.
Yeah, got to stay ahead. Keep them guessing. 1-1. A touch, low, 2-1.
See, I don't have. That was low.
Yeah, I thought that one was low.
That's.
I've had some issues with some of these tonight. I thought that one was low. The 2-1. Hit hard. Foul on the right side, 2-2. CCA has one across in the inning. They have turned a 2-run lead into a 3-run lead. Tarpons have the top of their order in the 7th. They've got to keep it manageable. You'll likely get into the CCA bullpen in the 7th. Their pitcher's about to max out on his pitch count. The 2-2. Hit on the left side. Pierce gets a glove on it. Got to make a throw, and that'll retire the side. So Sanimo does his job. Throws water on the fire. One last chance for the Tarpons. Big playoff implications in the next half inning. South Lafourche trying to battle back, down 3 runs on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. He's not going to his pin. He is going to try to all the way max out his starter, Owen Trosclair, who struck out the side in the 6th inning. But he's going to have to face the Tarpon lineup for the 4th time. That's hard to do. Sanamo, Pearson, Curall, Tarpon's chasing 3.
Well, you figure Trosclair is probably around 100, I mean, a little north of 100. I think it was about 115.
So he could get through it, but he's going to need to have a quick inning.
And once you start a batter, you can go ahead and finish that batter. So
yeah,
we'll see how this goes. But
look, this is a risk because now it's likely that if you have to go to the pin, you're asking a reliever to pitch with guys all over the bases.
Yes.
And that could potentially cause problems. So a calculated risk from Joe, knowing he's got a bunch of baseball to play this week as well. The first pitch to Sanamo is low 1-0.
See, that's been consistent all game.
The 1-0, that's a strike, 1-1.
The low pitch has been consistent.
Yeah, the outside's been a little off. That's hit hard and just, that's a fair ball. I thought it was wide of the bag. The umpire disagreed. I don't have a good look at it, but it's a leadoff double for the Tarpons. The field is crowned, and I just thought it landed to the left of the bag, but I couldn't see the ball land. The umpire said it's a fair ball, and a leadoff double for Sanamo, who has a 3-hit day. Buzz, buzz, if you get what I'm saying.
Oh, without a doubt.
He's going to be a contender for our stinger of the game, brought to you by Buzz Off. And they also got to figure that big 3rd out that Sanamo got on the mound just a second ago, as Pierce will stand in. That's high, 1-0. This is the risk you run by starting the inning with Trosclair. Tarpons can maybe make him go to the pin in some trouble. That's low, 2-0. Curall is on deck. The right guys at the right time for the Tarps, as that's a strike, 2-1. I think they were taking a strike, which ain't a bad idea. 2-1. Hit hard up the middle. Gloved by the pitcher. Now they've got him in a rundown. And he'll throw it back, and they'll apply the tag. That's just tough luck. That could have very easily been a base hit up the middle. But Trosclair just made an unbelievable defensive play. They got the lead runner. Pierce will head to first. There's 1 out.
Yeah, look, a lot of times in that situation, they would just take the out, let the runner advance, without the heads-up play.
Yeah.
Getting the runner.
And that's a good point because, yeah, whether the runner's at first or second down 3, you just need the base runners. That's high. Curall stands in. He has an infield single and a hit to the left. He's had a 2-hit day. That's low, 2-0. The tying run is on deck. That's Jack Leday. He's got the power at 1 swing to make it level. But it's up to Curall to get on base to give him that chance. The pitch. Low, 3-0. Jacob, we love you, but you probably don't need to hold the bat this next pitch because you're going to be taken all the way. You need the base runners, you're ahead big, and it is a 4-pitch walk. And there are 2 aboard. And Joe's going to the bullpen, I think. We don't know how many more pitches he's got left. We know he was getting real close, and yeah, Coach Chasson's telling us he's maxed out, so he's done. So we'll get the call to the bullpen. 3T call to the bullpen. We'll tell you the particulars in 1 minute. It's the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. to get a knock here for the Tarpons. Ledea is lined out. Fielder's choice RBI, ground out, and he's walked. And for anybody wondering, he does have a home run on the season.
You guys I don't interview.
Big first pitch from Abear to Ledea. It's a strike, 0-1. The 0-1. Oh, he chased one in the dirt. Good block by the catcher. It's 0-2. No advance on the ball in the dirt. No balls and 2 strikes. Jack Ledea trying to get the rally going for the Tarps with 2 aboard. In the dirt, and it's by the catcher. The lead runner heads to third. They throw it away. The lead runner will score. That's a mistake from CCA. It's 7-5. Curall advances from first to second. The runner at second comes around to score. Now 7-5. And the pitch obviously was called a ball, so it's 1-2 at the plate. Ledea facing a 1-2. Breaking pitch, hits it to the right side, and the Tarpons will be down to their final out on a ground ball out at first. Runner advances to third. But there's now 2 outs, and it's all up to Hayden Kale. Kale's walked twice and struck out. He's 0 for 1. The pitch, wide, 1-0. Tarpons would love to have the tying run on base. Camden Berg is on deck. The 1-0, high, 2-0. 1 across in the inning. It's 7-5. Now how big does that 1-run CCA just got feel?
Big.
The 2-0. There's a strike, 2-1.
Yeah, I think Kale was taking a strike.
Two balls and 1 strike. Abear trying to get the lines out of here. The pitch. It's wide, 3-1. The crowd on the edge of their seat. The Tarpons are trying to battle back. A hitter's count for Kale. The pitch. He walked him, and the tying run is on first base. Camden Berg will stand in. Kale with a good eye today. He's walked 3 times in the game. Camden lined out to left and struck out twice. He's 0 for 3. He's got the pop with 1 swing to make it 8-7. The pitch. There's a strike late call, 0-1. If he splits the gap, Kale does run well. He could go first to home, going on contact. The 0-1. That's a breaking pitch. That was better than the first pitch of the at-bat, but was called a ball, 1-1. Joe didn't like that one. The play-by-play guy didn't like that one. That was a better pitch than the first pitch. But we'll take it. The 1-1. Another hook. That's a strike, 1-2. Tarpons down to their final strike. And Joe's going to go talk to his pitcher. You don't see this often. Is he making a change? Did he get up to the pitch count total for 1 day rest? And
No way.
nope, he's not making a change. What he was doing is he was telling his shortstop and his third baseman to stay back. He just wants to talk to the pitcher and the catcher. That's what he was doing.
Berg's driving this one.
Think so?
Yes.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Camden Berg.
Crowd's on its feet.
Well, one member of the crowd. The left fielder is playing a little shallow out there. Camden can hit it over their head if he bids the barrel on it. The wind that was blowing in has mostly died down. The 1-2. Breaking pitch, foul tip into the glove, and that'll do it. Hebert delivered a great breaking pitch. Camden couldn't get the barrel on it, and CCA gets a 7-5 victory. Coach Colley, some final thoughts as the Lions get a critical victory over South Lafourche.
Well, I think this game came down